Hello everyone, welcome back to Butterfly Dreams Crochet. My name is Jeannie, and today we're going to be looking at these hooks right here. I'm going to switch over to the other camera here in a little bit, and we're going to take a closer look at them. We're going to work up some stitches with some yarn and see how they crochet. Now this is the Lowen's 61-piece ergonomic crochet hook set, 22 sizes from 0.75 millimeter to 10 millimeter with case for arthritic hands, extra long crochet needles, nice gift. And it is in the pink, and it is right now on Amazon for $22.99. I am not affiliated with Amazon in any type of way. I got these completely on my own. I will leave the link in the description box if you decide to get these. I will not receive anything from Amazon on your purchase. So, let me welcome all of my new butterflies to the channel, which is our channel. Thank y'all so very much for being part of the Butterfly Squad, for even deciding to hit that subscribe button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all of my returning butterflies, thank y'all so much for continuing to watch my videos, giving them a thumbs up, and leaving all of those wonderful comments that y'all do leave behind. Last week, we reviewed this hook set. So this week, we're going to review this one. Now, it may not be hooks that we review every Thursday. But I'm calling it What Do I Think About It Thursdays. And these are some that I got in. I have worked with these. So we're going to take a look into them, and I'm going to tell you what I think about them. And we are going to see, are they worth the money that you spend on them? So let me add the other camera to the screen. Let me switch it over. And I'm going to make this one bigger. So it comes in this really, really nice case. Now they do have another color that you can choose. It is considered green sea. So what it is, the background is green and has different color flowers on it, but the same flower looks like, but just in like beiges. So it's a green background and beige looking flowers. So let's unzip this, and we're going to see what's all in here first. So when I first open this up, I see all of these beautiful hooks here. Beautiful colors. You got a 2.0, a 2.5, a 3, 3.5, 4.0, 4.55, 5.5, and a 6.0. Then you got this little mesh this little mesh pocket here. And inside of here, you have a crochet hook and knitting needle gauge. And what that is, if you've never seen one of these before, and you have some crochet hooks that don't have the numbers on them anymore, and you need to find, that's this light, and you need to find what size hook it is, you can take, okay, and say 5.0. Well, don't fit. 5.5. Oh, it fits. And you don't have any wiggle room, then you know that that's a 5.5. 6, you're going to have some wiggle room and it's a little bit too loose. So that is how you use that. This does come with a yarn cutter right here. And let's see, does it work? Yep, and it works. So that needs to be shaved down a little bit right there because you still got some of the plastic on it. I mean, everything is not going to be. Oh, I hope I ain't break these, because I like these little snips. These suckers are sharp. Okay. All right. I don't think I did. I think I can put them back together. I got them back together. Oh no, they're not going to cut now. Doggone it. No. No. Not my good scissors. Oh man. I should have left well enough alone. Doggone it. And I got these in a mystery box from Red. Oh. I think I fixed them. And I did. I fixed them. Good. Thank you, Jesus. So that is how you use that. And you got a yarn cutter there at the um between the legs of the sheep. It also came with some stitch markers that I have taken out and put in my tin. And it comes with a pair of snips itself. I have not opened them. It comes with, now it had 3 pinks and 3 blue plastic darning needles, which I really don't care for. I did use the pink one. It comes with some stitch holders if you're a knitter, and some people actually use these for shawl pins. It comes with some cable needles for knitting. It comes with some stoppers that you put on the tip of your knitting needle when you're working with one like this, just to keep your stitches on. If you're not working on it, you don't want them to fall off, so you would put this on the end like that. And it comes with a tape measure. Now, one thing I have found in getting tape measures and stuff like this, sometimes those tape measures don't be accurate. So what I like to do is take another tape measure and just measure up to them. Okay, so this one would be accurate. That is lining up perfect with each other. So yes, this one is an accurate tape measure, because I have gotten some that were not correct at all. So this, with what you get, I would say it'd be a good little kit to take with you when you're traveling. Because you have all your hook sizes in there. You have a pair of scissors. You would have had some stitch markers and stuff like that, but you can always throw some back in there. And then on this side, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hooks that are just your metal hooks, and then you get 0.6 millimeter all the way up to a 1.75. Remember, on the Amazon website, it says 0.75 all the way to a 10 millimeter, but you do get a 0.6. Now, these are for like your crochet thread or finer yarns right here. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to look at these first right here. And what we're going to do is take it out and look at it and talk about it. Now, I will say this grip is very, very soft and smooth. This is the 2.0 millimeter hook, and I absolutely love it. Love the feel of this. Now, it does look like something is on the hook right there. Now, I have not used this one in particular. So, with that being up there, I'm curious to see. Does it? Nope. It glides really good. So, now let's look at this one right here. This is one that I have used. I actually used this when I made the bags for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I used it to pull my yarn through. And as you can see, the size has rubbed off. So I would recommend that you get a black marker and write your size on the back here somewhere where it won't rub off. Or you'll be using your gauge, your crochet gauge in there to figure out what size it is. So now with these, I will say this too. This is a 2.5. This is the 2.5 here. Now you're not putting it back here, because as you can see, this is bigger than the shaft of the needle. So what you're wanting to do, because see, that won't even fit in a 3. That right there is actually a 3.5. That portion. So you only want to put the shaft here in the gauge to test it. So that is a 2.5. That's about a, and see, I can keep going. Now that gets me back there, and that'll take me all the way up. So that lets me know this goes from a 2.5 to a 3.5 up here. So you don't want to put your yarn all the way back here and work on it, because you could adjust your stitches. So, but one downfall, the writing will wear off real quick, because that's all I used this one for, was to pull my yarn through the holes on the base bottom. I just did this and it rubbed off. So that is a minus for these hooks. They are pretty. Like I said, the handle is very, very soft feel. Nice to hold in your hand, nice to work with. They're not sticky or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is pull out this 5.0, and I have here some Premier Sweet Roll, and we're going to work up a little bit with it, and I'm checking to see how does the yarn glide on the hooks. Do I have to put a lot of force behind the hook, or does it just glide smoothly? Now this does appear to be anodized aluminum, maybe, and it's not real smooth, but it's doable. I'm not having to put a lot of force behind my hook to get it off the hook. So let's work up a half double crochet row. And really get a feel for it. Yeah, it's not gliding as smooth as I would like it to, but I'm sure after you use it for a while, that would get even smoother. Or you could take a piece of wax paper or something and rub it, and that might help it as well. And some people say you can rub your yarn up and down the hook for a little while too, and that'll help. So I do like how it crochets. It's very lightweight in my hand. So that means that because of the heaviness, if I crochet with a heavy hook, my hand goes to sleep and my wrist starts hurting. But this hook is very lightweight and makes pretty stitches. So that's the 5.0. Not as smooth as I would have liked it to have been. I'm going to go down to the 4 because the shaft looks a lot more shinier than this one. So I'm going to go down to the 4 and see what the difference is. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, and turn. And now I'm going to work a double crochet. Oh yeah, big difference. This one is so smooth. The other one has a little roughness to it, but again, you're not having to really fight with it to get it off the hook. I mean, I can just pull the hook through the yarn. I don't have to put a lot of force behind it. But this 4.5 is very, very smooth. And this is just 100% acrylic. So very nice. Again, pretty stitch definition. All right, now we're going to try the 5.5 because this feels the same as the 5. And let's see about it. Oh, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear the yarn. But again, I'm not having to force it off of the hook. So I'm sure after a while of use, this hook will get a lot smoother. Now this is going to be a wonky swatch because I'm switching back and forth through hook sizes. It's going to start to grow on in a funky way. But even though it's not as smooth as the 4.5 is, I do still like how it crochets because I'm not having to, force the hook through the yarn. Yeah. And again, you get good stitch definition. But again, it's bigger back here than it is down here, so you got to be careful going all the way back to your hook handle. Now, I did want to go down. We're going to go ahead and try the 6. Now, see, it's shiny. It's smooth. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. You can see the difference just from me crocheting with it. Yes, very, very smooth. So if it's a dull looking metal, then you're going to get a little resistance, but it's not a lot of resistance to the point that you're going to be fighting to get your hook through your stitches or anything like that. And it's not snagging the yarn on the hook, so it's not rough, it's dull. Doesn't have like a smooth finish. Maybe they forgot to buff them. So, yep, that was with the 6. So, other than this coming off really, really easy, I do like these hooks. Now, with this not being smooth, like I said, maybe they forgot to buff these. And these handles are pretty stiff. I don't know if the hook goes all the way through them or if it stops back here somewhere. But I do believe after you work with these for a while, they will come more smooth. Yeah, see, just me rubbing that one changed it up a lot. A whole lot. So if you get any hook sets and some of them look more dull than the other ones, just rub them on your shirt or get some wax paper and rub on it. and try to bring the shininess out of it. And you'll be good to go. See how much better it is? So yeah, you know, sometimes we have to put a little work into our products when we buy them, even though if we feel like we shouldn't have to. But you know what? These are all made using molds, and some things get overlooked. So that was that swatch. Now I've got some mandala here, mandala baby. I'm going to go down to the 2.5, and we're going to see how it works up. Very smooth. Like I said, I only use this one to pull my yarn through my holes. And of course it's splitting, but it's smooth. So let's go to the 3.5. And just work up a chain and see how it does. Now the shaft on this one is all the same size, so you can go all the way back on that one. Oh, look what I did. I crocheted the tail, y'all. You know what that means, don't it? Time for me to go to bed. I'm trying to get these videos recorded so I can get them out. Now, I'm recording this on Tuesday. Y'all will not see this until Thursday. Probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, but one of my bloopers, y'all. So, yeah, that one's very smooth. And I also noticed, too, on this 4.5, it's the same size all the way back to the handle. See those two? But these, see it's smaller here and then gets bigger back here at the handle. So, and the 6.0 is the same all the way back. And the 3.5 and the 4.5 is the same all the way back. Now these hooks here, I have actually worked with this 9.0. This is what I use to make my panel for the Ruana that I made. Now this has a little roughness right here on it. I can feel it. But I've just taken my nail and wiped it out, got it down to a smoother. And it was a little rough here, which you see the paint gone off the tip of it there. That's because I rubbed it with a fingernail file. Before that, it was snagging my yarn. And I do not like a hook that snags my yarn. None of the rest of them feel like that on the head. They're smooth across the top. So you get a 10, 9, 8, 7, and a 6.5 in the middle. And like I said, all of them are smooth. And if you're into doing polymer clay handle hooks, you can definitely put some polymer clay on top of these to make them more ergonomic. But I can actually work with these the way they are. Now these I have not used, but I can tell you now the lettering would come off easy. This is plastic. It does have a thumb place for you to put your thumb at to work with. They are very lightweight. Now these are better than none. But the thing about these, this part here up is the same size. This part down is the same size. So you have more that is the same size bigger than your actual hook size here. And that feels a little rough right there. So I'm going to try to see what I can do with this mandala yarn since it's the smallest I got on the table. I just want to see, is it going to snag it? Nope, but I'm going to split it. Because the hook is so small. No, it's glides easy. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Throat got a little dry there. I need to get me some water. But yeah, I do like this set. And it is, for the price, it's really good because you get all of your small crochet hooks and you get 6.57, and y'all know a 7mm hook is hard to come by, and I love the colors of them. Now this one crochets real good. These do. I just have to get used to them. I have to find my comfort zone of holding them and get used to them. So again, with this set, you got from a 2.0 to a 10mm hook that you could work if you're on the road traveling or anything like that. And you say you go to Hobby Lobby and you find some yarn that you really like and you get it and you want to start a project right away, this would be a good set to have handy in a to-go bag because you get all those hook sizes. And I have only taken projects that I've been working on and the hook that I need for that specific project, and then end up going to a yarn store and I'm like, oh, I really like that yarn, but I don't have a hook that size that's needed for the yarn, or a hook size that I would want to use for the project that I have in mind for that yarn. And I'm like, well, I ain't buying another hook. I got all them darn hooks at home. So it's always good to have a set like this to throw in your crochet bag. Now that was catching a little bit, and it's going to be right back there on that part. I probably can take a fingernail file and file that down and it will be okay. Thought I had one here on my desk, but I don't see it. Let's see. And I know I'm going to probably file some of the paint off, but that's okay too, as long as it don't snag my yarn. So that one was snagging, and now it's not. So you can take a fingernail file and file that down. And that's not a very rough fingernail file. Yes, that did it. So whatever it was right back here. Right there. And that it has a buffer on one side. So I rubbed it down to the metal. And that's fine, as long as it don't snag my yarn. It's the only thing I'm worried about. So yeah, I would definitely purchase this for someone and send it to them. And I would actually give it as gifts and anything like that. I'm not going to take this with me tomorrow, though, when we go to Mobile, because I do have a specific hook that I'm using on that project. And as I've said before, whatever hook you start a project with, make sure you finish that project with that very same hook, because not all 5.5s are true 5.5s, and you may get a different stitch and your project start growing like this one did. So, and that's the reason why that one did, because I kept using different size hooks in the project in itself, in the little swatch itself. So make sure whatever hook you start with, you finish with that very same hook all the way through, because you will get a different gauge with different hooks. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all so much for being here. And if you are not a part of the Butterfly Squad, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, and leave this video a thumbs up and a comment down below. And just let me know some of the things that you all would like to see on What I Think About It Thursday. So, yes, I would buy this again. Yes, I would buy it as a gift to send to someone. I love the package that it comes in. It's got a real nice zipper. The compartments are amazing. You got this little gauge here and all this stuff, and then you got all this back here. So I really like this. And everything is see-through, where you can see what you got even back here. So back here is see-through, back there is see-through. And then everything in the inside, you can see what's inside the pocket, the clear pocket and the mesh pocket as well. Thank y'all for watching. And until next time, always be kind. Always remember to smile. Love you all. Hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed Thursday. Don't eat too much. And it's a good day to do your craft. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.